Greetings, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, but I wasn't always a marriage saver. I was a divorce mediator. So this topic, top 10 signs your marriage is over if you're still together, is something that I can really help you with. It's going to be very different, but at the end, and this is not a bait and switch, but at the end I'm going to give you some solid advice if you're not still together. So if that's your situation, stay till the end. Wouldn't hurt to hear it anyway. So this is about being very negative and assuming that your marriage is coming to a close. Now, as I said before, I was a divorce mediator, and a couple in 2001 asked me to help them save their marriage instead of end it. The profession I was in as a divorce mediator was very lucrative. I had no desire to be a marriage counselor, but I said, okay, let me look into marriage. My perspective, not being a psychologist, but being a businessman, let's be honest, because what is a divorce mediator? He's one who's helping a couple divide up their assets. Of course, I was a communications expert, but I also help people come together on issues. So my perspective was, well, what is it that we want out of marriage? Not what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that. And what I discovered was that, and I'm just going to I'm not pulling this out of thin air quite, but let's just say from my experience as a divorce mediator, compared to what I learned about marriage, 95% plus of marriages that end never should have ended. The biggest problem is a lack of education, but we can't go back. But I also discovered that most people don't really want their marriage to end. Now, in this particular case, you're thinking, well, I don't want it to end, but my husband or my wife wants it to end. What do I do? One of the things that I discovered, which is mind-boggling, is that it doesn't take both of you to heal the marriage. On the contrary, one of you can and should be the one who's doing it. Now, we've got the Marriage Foundation, and what I did was I created courses. I don't have a couples course. I have a course for men, and we have a course for women. Occasionally, not often, occasionally, the other spouse will say, hey, I've noticed some tremendous changes. What are you doing? And then they could add on their spouse, at a great discount, by the way, but it's the individual who can save the marriage. Now, some of you are going through a situation where your spouse is cheating on you. Various ways. The worst way is they're having an affair. We even save those marriages. Because of my profession, I was able, at that time, in 2001, I was able to give talks at Second Saturday, which is a divorce support group, mostly for women. And that's where I got my first clients, after I realized, wow, I can be saving marriages. So I know the topic here is the top 10 signs your marriage is over, but I don't want to focus on that. Now, if you're not living together, sure, your marriage may be over, but even in some of those cases, we've been able to bring couples back together with just one of you working on your marriage. So the message in this video is not, well, watch out for this, watch out for that. Yeah, I could list 10, 20, even 100 signs, but who cares? What you really care about is, can I save my marriage, right? You don't care, these are the signs, oh my God, now I'm going to go bang my head against the wall, I'm going to wail. No, you want to know, can your marriage be saved? And I'm telling you, 95% of the time it can. I worked with a lot of marriage counselors because they sent me the business that I had as a divorce mediator. But after I shifted and I started teaching marriage counselors, as they were still learning, guess what? They would send me their I can't do this case, and I'd save those marriages. Because saving a marriage is not as difficult as people think it is. Thinking you're at the end of your marriage is negative thinking. Rather, you should be thinking, okay, things are not looking good. I must be doing something wrong. Yes, my spouse is also doing something wrong, especially if they're the ones having an affair, but you can still heal the marriage. What is marriage? Where am I coming from with this? Here's where I'm coming from. In Western psychology, which all of us have been brought up on, what they do is they go, what's wrong? How does that make you feel? Can we communicate better? Well, I'm telling you now, that's not it. What is it is that we fell in love before we got married to our soulmate. Great. And we go, I want to be with this person the rest of my life. And here's the question that I asked. Why? The answer is so simple, yet it took me weeks to come up with the answer. The answer is, I want to be happier. He or she wants to be happier too. What else? You want to experience that love that you felt in the beginning, that love from here, not emotional love, but that real love of the soul. That's what we all crave. We have to have it. And we found our soulmate so that we can have it. And what has brought down our marriage is focusing on stuff. And I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. And so let's fight. Let's have coldness. Let's have arguments. Let's not be happy. But if you shift yourself back into, I got married to please you. I got married because I love you, I adore you, and I'm going to do everything I can to show you, and it's going to come from my heart. It's not going to be phony. And these are the things you need to learn. It's a complete readjustment. That's why we have to have a course, because it takes time to assimilate, because it's so different from all that we've learned. Even when I made these initial discoveries, it still took time to develop the whole program because it's so different from what we're used to. The world is a negative place, but we get married because we want our marriage to be this, I coined the phrase, the sacred space of marriage. Because marriage is amazing when you know what you're doing. I want to tell you right now, straightforward, it's not too late. Now, instead of going through 10 ways, I'm going to give you one way. If you're not living together anymore, the chances are good, not always great, but they're good, that it'll be very difficult to reconnect. Especially if there's things like orders from the court that you have to stay away and stuff like that. However, I'm going to give you some very practical advice. If your marriage is over, don't get a lawyer. Don't lawyer up. In the world, even back then in 2001, there's enough laws, enough precedent, so that no matter how you approach it, you're going to end up in this area. Think of a 360-degree circle, okay? And here's the various. Oh, I'll get more money, I'll get less money. She'll get more, I'll get more, he'll get more. Here's the deal. It's now set up so that it's a very small slice of what's going to actually happen, no matter how much money you spend on lawyers. So, what to do? Get a lawyer together and tell them we want someone to help us go through this using the law and end up where we'll probably end up using 2 lawyers, but we'll save a lot of money and a lot of suffering. So that's the practical advice. But I'm telling you again, if you're living together, chances are great that if you take the course for women or take the course for men, you can save your marriage. And that's this video. Now, I want you to like this video, please. I said please. And I also want you to subscribe, please. I said please. And I want you to definitely come and listen to these videos. Learn about marriage. It's the most beautiful thing that God has given to us. It really is. And we're not taking advantage of it. Do you realize that as a human being, you're endowed with free will, you're endowed with volition, and so you get to choose constantly whether you're going to be happy or miserable. Literally, you get to choose. And you could say, well, I'm feeling upset, da da da. You have the power to go, I'm not going to feel upset. I'm going to be happy. But you could do it from within. And God has given us marriage so that as soulmates, we can experience so much happiness, so much joy, so much love. It's a choice. It's a choice. Let me show you how, so you can have it all. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. God bless you. God bless your spouse, your children, your family, and take care and visit us again. Thank you. Thank you so much.